Hello everybody, my name is Curtis Kaboom, and thank you for joining me on the first day of Kurt-Tober, where I will be watching and reviewing a new movie that I have never seen before every single day this month. Well, today is October 1st, 2025, and the movie I picked was Until Dawn. Until Dawn is a 2025 movie which follows a girl named Clover as she and her friends search for her lost sister. Eventually, they stumble on her last known location, a historical bed and breakfast. The friends quickly realize that they are stuck there for the night when a typical run-of-your-mill horror movie slasher starts taking them out rather quickly. He must not have gotten the memo that this is supposed to last an hour and a half. To their surprise, they wake up after being killed at the same B&B on the same night. The night is repeating itself, but with a new, unexpected horror every single time. I honestly think that that's one of the most fun things about this movie is the repeating horror. This movie is Groundhog's Day, but with horror movie tropes. That has been done before, if you remember the movie Happy Death Day, but that movie turned into a comedy rather quickly. This movie takes itself more seriously, I guess, at least in the horror aspect. The movie does a pretty good job of building up each new threat as the movie goes along. I wouldn't say the movie is exactly scary, it's more like a roller coaster ride. The gore, though, is actually pretty well done, and the special effects, I gotta give them props to that. But there is a part of this movie that completely squanders the goodwill set up by this scenario, where they find a videotape that has past nights that they don't even remember. All of a sudden, somebody was filming, all of a sudden, they don't remember what was going on these nights, and it's just a quick 2-3 minutes of montage of death. I see why they put something like that in, to have more scenarios, build up the tension, but it honestly just kind of falls short because you want to know more of what just happened. What was the thing that was just attacking them? But, moving on, I think all the young actors actually do a really good job in this movie. The only one that I recognize, and I know I'm going to say this wrong, is Odessa Azione. She was most recently in the new Hellraiser remake that was actually pretty good, and I hope she becomes a popular scream queen. But there's just one man that absolutely steals the show in this movie, and that's Peter Stormare, reprising his role as the Doctor from the game, and you can tell that he's just having a blast with this character. The director obviously told him to chew the scenery, and he went back for dessert. It's so fun to watch him at the end of this movie just ham it up with the best of them. At the end of Until Dawn, he gets so animated while monologuing that you almost forget that he's supposed to be the same Doctor as from the game. Speaking of which, let's talk about the video game-shaped elephant in the room. And that's the fact that this movie has almost nothing to do with the game. Sure, there's Easter eggs, there's little references. The serial killer in this movie is kind of the same design as the serial killer from the game, and the Wendigos are there, and the Doctor's there, but overall, if you're going into this movie thinking that you're gonna get Until Dawn the movie, it really isn't. It is its own thing. Again, it feels like Groundhog's Day more than it feels like Until Dawn. I really don't know why it's so drastically different than the game. Somebody might have just had a script floating around Hollywood that they couldn't get made, and they decided to just call it Until Dawn to make a couple extra bucks. So overall, would I recommend Until Dawn? I don't know. I think I have to put it in the maybe category. I think it's a fun little roller coaster of a ride, but if you can't get past the fact that this is not like the game, you're a huge fan of the game, I could see you being very disappointed in this. So, take it with a grain of salt. I think it's a maybe for most people. Well, that wraps up the first day of Kurt-Tober. Thank you for joining me, and please, if you liked the video, show me some love. Let's talk down in the comments. Let's get this right. And even more importantly, huge shout out to my good friends at the Horrornauts for letting me use their music in the background. Go show them some love by visiting their Bandcamp down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow.